Hey, Paul, you like apples?
Yeah?
How you like them apples?
Wah, wah. So continuing on our trend of vegetables and or fruit in our alcohol, today is Apple Cider Day.
Yay!
On Apple Cider Day, we're drinking 4 different ciders from across the country. So cider, what the forefathers drank.
The 4 dads.
Because beer was expensive to make, apples were plentiful, and water was dangerous.
You would think with 4 dads they'd be able to collectively bring together the money to make good beer, but no.
400 years ago.
Spent it all on donuts.
Still a really difficult thing to do.
Donuts existed 400 years ago.
I don't think they had donuts. However, we can have some. We should do a donut and beer pairing.
We should.
All right.
With our 4 dads.
We don't have 4 dads. We have 1 dad.
You just said we had forefathers.
Right, as in F-O-R-E, like George Washington. So when Eric and I were little, Thanksgiving brought around the family getting together, and there was always a bottle of sparkling kids champagne. And so we thought we were pretty grown up and we were getting to indulge in this beverage. It turns out it was just Martinelli's apple juice.
Yep, just apple juice.
With carbonation. So in the U.S., what we refer to as cider is actually juice. But what we call hard cider is what the rest of the world calls cider.
However, they cannot replace cider with juice in every aspect. For example, it wouldn't be a great song if it was called Gin and Cider. Gin and juice is much better. Gin and cider is
We should try gin and juice. Apple juice.
Lay back with my mind on my money and my money on my mind.
All right, I think we have to stop there because we did not pay for the rights to use that song.
Oh, God. That was probably the best part of the show so far.
I know. Eric rapping. Like he used to.
That's a whole nother YouTube channel that doesn't exist.
It does exist. It's got one thing on it, and it's your rap video.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I will once again link to it.
It's not in existence.
Down below. So, you ready to have some grown-up juice?
Sure. Let's do it.
Let's do it. All right. So, this episode, we're going to refer to these as cider. Their technical name here in the U.S. is hard cider, although in the rest of the world they just call it cider.
Cider!
That's the alcoholic beverage. Here in the U.S., cider and apple juice are basically the same thing.
And we're only going to drink hard cider because we're not soft like pillows and clouds. Hard.
Yep. We're going to start with Angry Orchard today because that's probably one of the more well-known brands out of New York.
Yeah!
Where apples are grown.
Apples grow in New York?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe bad apples. Dad joke.
We'll get to that total dad joke.
Big apple.
Apples grow on trees. Get it? Big Apple, New York. This is one of their core. It's called the Stone Dry. It's one of the drier, as opposed to sweeter types.
Or washer. Hey, am I right? That's totally,
More dad jokes. Stay tuned. This is based on the English cider, or the English style of cider, which is a bit more bitter, less sweet, a drier finish, much like champagne.
So it's basically like Grandpa.
Yeah, you want to try it?
Sure, let's drink Grandpa.
Wait, have you ever had actual hard cider?
I can't say that I have. However, yes.
Same.
Tink. It smells of angry apples.
It does smell of angry apples. It also tastes like angry apples. Okay, so imagine a champagne that is flavored with apples, but not sweet apples, and that's what you have here. If you've never had cider, I think that's the best description you're going to get of cider.
Okay. It just tastes like apple juice.
Honestly, it smells like apple juice, but it has zero sweetness to it.
This is like that bullshit apple juice that moms who don't want their kids to drink sugar purchase. You might as well buy this shit. At least the kids will have a good time.
We do not advocate children drinking. However, at the beginning of our country's existence, when we had forefathers,
4 dads.
kids drank cider as well because, again, you couldn't drink water. It was dangerous. It gave you diseases, but you could ferment things in it because the alcohol would kill off the pathogens. And so there was a weaker version of cider for children called ciderkin.
Ciderkin.
Ciderkin. I don't like it.
No.
I don't think I like it.
No.
All right, let's move on.
Sorry, you suck.
You're just making a mess.
Story of my life.
So next up is Reverend Nat, who is a real person out of Portland. He uses Washington apples and piloncillo, which is a dark evaporated cane juice from Mexico.
Piloncillo, solo para ti.
There you go. So Reverend Nat's a real person, and he is from Portland and approaches cider making much like beer making.
So he gets drunk?
Yep, probably.
All right. Amen to you, Reverend.
Let's taste this.
Okay. Ha. Ha.
Ooh, that does not taste just like, or smell just like apple juice. Does taste like it though.
Yeah.
It's not as bitter, probably due to the Mexican sugar cane.
Mexico makes everything better.
Mexico makes everything better. Mexican German beer is good. Okay, final assessment on this. I would drink this if it was at a party and there were no other options.
You're better than cucumber beer.
Yes.
That's a compliment.
You're also better than IPAs. Erik disagrees.
Does not compute.
All right. They're about the same color, same level of clarity. This is just a little bit frostier in the glass, but it's still pretty clear. It's not bad. I don't think I like cider.
Yet we're doing an entire episode dedicated to it.
Why?
Because reasons.
Because Thanksgiving's coming up, and this is what we used to drink at Thanksgiving, except it wasn't alcoholic.
If you drank this shit at Thanksgiving, God be with you, says the Reverend. Amen.
Next. So here's another religiously inclined marketing
But it's the originally.
company. Original sin, the apple, Adam and Eve. Some historians will have you believe it was a pomegranate or a banana. So
Could have been a ribeye steak for all we know. We're not sure.
No.
I'm willing to bet it was pizza.
Probably not.
I know I sin every week on pizza.
But you'll see Reverend Nat, original sin, kind of a religious.
There's a
connotation.
theme!
Oh my god. This one's also out of
That's
New York.
clever.
New York, where apples are made, the big apple. Or grown, not made, where apples are grown.
Oh, wait, hold up. They might be made. They got scientists and
You're right. I was correct
smart
the first
people.
time. Not us. Original Sin, very different in color from the Reverend Nat's and the Angry Orchard. This orchard seems much less angry, or maybe it's just better filtered. Who knows? Got lots of bubbles. Slow-minded bubbles. All right.
My bubbles.
Ooh, it smells like champagne. Ooh, I spilled. Ooh, I like it.
I'm so tired of drinking watered down champagne. Can we just have real champagne? This is all we've been drinking today.
It's 6%. It's not.
This is
watered
not
down.
6%. It's 100% whack. Like, I want some real shit.
I'm gonna guess that Erik is gonna give this a 0 teen. They have gotten increasingly better for me.
-17.
Not good. Okay. I would drink this. Bring this to my house. I'll drink it.
Oh my god.
I brought it to Erik's house. He's gonna drink it anyway, as much as he hates it.
Probably.
Is it better than cucumber beer?
Yes.
So-
Cucumber beer was the original sin. Because that shit came straight from Beelzebub himself. Herself. Whatever.
This one is super fizzy. So up until about 2 weeks ago, I had never had cider. Check out the fizz on that. But we went to a cider tasting.
If
and,
the glove fizz.
and we were turned on to these crazy specialty ciders, which is an actual category. This one has grapefruit in it. It's called Grapefruit and Chill. Also out of Washington, another place where
I see you. I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing.
So back to our Grapefruit and Chill over here. These guys are actually pretty funny with their stuff. They have one called a Cider, which is a chai cider. They have another one with pineapple in it and ginger, was it? That one was really tasty too. But we came out with the grapefruit here because it was kind of the weirdest. It doesn't taste like apple juice at all.
It's also vegan and gluten-free with no preservatives, nothing artificial. 100% fresh pressed apples. So take that.
I'm pretty sure all of these guys could probably claim that because this is actually, if you can't drink beer because you have to remain gluten-free, hard cider is an option for you.
Yeah.
All right, let's taste it.
Let's do this, Brutus.
It's a little darker. So here's your spectrum. This is the grapefruit. This is the original sin, and this is the other two. Let's see. I hate grapefruits. Grapefruits are gross. This, way better.
This is actually pretty good.
This is the 17.
Well, let's not go that far.
Okay, 11?
17, but like 10 less than 17.
17.
Yes.
17.
17.
Yeah. C plus beer. Cider.
I like it.
Yeah, no, this is tasty.
Oh.
And on the back of the can, it says a very chill Paloma. It actually gives you recipes on all of their stuff to make another alcoholic beverage with this alcoholic beverage.
Not only is it delicious, but it's also very informative for the alcoholic in all of us.
In all of us. So, great for a party. Actually, this is more of like a summery kind of flavor. Good for your next barbecue.
It feels like there's a party in my mouth.
I would drink all of it.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. The grapefruit almost kind of like, grapefruit's usually really bitter. And these apples over here were bitter, but it's like the sweetness and the bitterness nicely mellow each other out.
I like you, Bill. I like you very much.
Cider.
Whatever.
We're the Cidercrats today.
Welcome to the Ciderocracy.
Ciderocracy. Wrap up. Here's what we drank.
Freaky.
Here's what we liked. Not those. These are the ones I liked more than these. Although I really like Reverend Nat's website, like his story and everything.
Hey,
I liked it, but the marketing wasn't enough to make it tasty.
Pretty websites do not translate to delicious, not beer.
On the other hand, Original Sin has a horrible website and a delicious product. So
still not beer.
Still not beer. Actually, they call this a Radler style, which is beer mixed with soda. So there you go.
I'm down with it.
All right. Cool. So that was cider, aka hard cider.
Hard.
We're kind of indifferent to them.
Yeah.
Except this one.
Yes, this one is very good.
Very
it
tasty.
Stands out in front, as you can see, literally.
Tasty, delicious beverage. Made grapefruit palatable.
Mm-hmm.
These guys. So, yeah, keep up with our drinking shenanigans on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Beerocrats TV. You are...
The handsome one.
This is Lord Fonz on Twitter. I'm Peepont. This is the Beerocracy, where today we drank cider instead.
I can't wait until the next episode where we return to our roots that
beer.
have beer in them.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.
Hey, Paul, you like apples? Yeah. Well, how you like them apples? I guess we'll see. We have to? Hey, Paul, you like apples? Sure. How do you like four dads? Hey, Paul, you like apples? Sure. They keep the doctor away. Paul, you like apples? Sure. Then you probably have cavities. Sugar. Hey, Paul, you like apples? Sure. Well, they're fruit and they're good for you, so keep eating them. Do you like apples? Sure. So does Ryan also like apples? I don't know. Zarina, do you like apples? You don't? You have that? Yes. I like apples. Apples. You like apples? Damn apples! Apples! Okay, man. I'm running towards this beer, and I'm getting really tired and dehydrated. You know what's great for dehydration? More beer! It's not beer, it's cider! Oh, fuck this, let's leave! Cider is what our forefathers drank. Four of them. We had 4 dads. Because the water was bad. Music was kind of, it's okay to drink beer and speaking to the camera. Because America loves talking and beer. On camera. We're not drinking beers today. What are we drinking? We're drinking apple juice with alcohol. I fucking quit. Cider is cider. Cider is cider. Cider's not facts. Cider is cider. All right. So you're gonna be Angry Orchard. My apples are mad. We're gonna start with Angry Orchard today because that's one of the more popular brands. Mad apple. Apple. I love how he left this hanging. It's a little hanging hat. It's a dingleberry. It's a dingle apple. It's a dingle apple. So next up is Reverend, who is a beer geek out of Washington. Is it Washington or Portland? Portland. Okay. Porchington. Back at it. We moved from words to just sounds. I said things. Filling the atmosphere with gaseous awesomeness. I just made it up. Oh. Author. Composer. Copyright. Theatrical evangelist. Is that a thing? Like Reverend Nat? Like Giant Appleseed? Who we can blame for all of this cider? If this was an episode of Breaking Bad, this would be the shitty spin-off that AMC decided, nope, we're not going to do this. But somehow we decided to do it. You know what? It was stupid easy. Let's say goodbye to our audience. Alright. Less than favorable champagne-esque beverages. So that's it. Here on the Beerocracy. Speak up, I can't hear you. You literally whispered that. I couldn't even hear you. What? Okay, that's it. Yeah. That's the writer. Don't even write. You're on the fly giving notes. Idea. Hey, this is how Hollywood works sometimes, alright? Sometimes on the fly is the best thing. He's BoJack Horseman. It's from Good Will Hunting. Apples? Yeah. They have the line, how do you like them apples? I've actually explained this to you. He's never seen it. He gets a chick's phone number, and then he goes up to the jock dude, he's like, hey, you like apples? And the guy's like, sure. He's like, how do you like them apples? And he puts her number up on the window. That's it, man.